Welcome to Fastang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. This game I am trying to start at the road configuration that is shaped like a bird's head. I would be around the eye of the bird. Potentially there could be a drop behind me. I would hear one on the bridge that I am angled towards. It would appear between the tiles. But when the game starts, I do not see or hear a drop, so I am going to move over to the trusty greenhouse area just southwest of where I'm at, and hopefully find something at the beginning. If not, the car drop search begins. Thought I'd share with you my character, Fastang 444, by the AI Creator Starter Pack. Thought that was something that was fun to show. A few of my subscribers have mentioned they enjoyed seeing that. And here we are. I do not see or hear a drop as the game is starting. So the car drop search begins. And I thought I would point out there are 47 drivers left in this game. That's how many we started out with. Alright, there is a drop over here. It looks to be at the end of these greenhouses that are ahead. Let's see what we start with. Alright, a level 2 Volkswagen Golf R. And there is a vehicle right nearby that is coming at me. So I am going to turn to the left, try to engage in a head-to-head. I was anticipating that might be the direction of a head-to-head, seeing how the arena wall is right, right here. It had to go roughly that direction, and they are running. I decide to just cancel off the chase. I usually like to be in a mid-level drop before I start engaging in head-to-heads. I find it's just quite a busy game starting out on level 2, trying to get into 8 head-to-heads to get into a level 10 without finding any car drops or beating any higher level cars. So let's head over towards this drop on the bridge here. I do have to use caution in case someone is coming from the east, and there isn't anyone. And this is decent level 3. Level 3 Volvo. I believe this is the fastest level 3 of all of the level 3s, so not bad. Start heading over to the direction of the next arena, and as I do, I open up the map, and where the arena wall is, that rules out arenas 1 through 8. So I will stay on the highway and gain some speed. I was hoping I would possibly run across someone going away from the direction of a finish point of a head-to-head, engage in a head-to-head with them. I see multiple drivers now on the mini-map ahead of me. Yet to see anyone on the highway yet, though. now there's only one driver on the mini-map, and as I get closer to them, they wind up going off-road, and I just narrowly missed engaging in a head-to-head with them. They wind up circling back around, which is a skilled move, trying to get on the other side of where a head-to-head would lead, and I had a glimpse of what vehicle they were in. That looked like a level 5 Bronco R, so I'm going to stop chasing them and not put myself in position to lose a head-to-head. Head over towards this drop here. Along the way, I open up the map. I see I can get to Atlantis de Tula after the arena shrinks. And this is a level 2 Ford Escort, which is why that's still there. Give me some caution heading over this direction. I did see a few vehicles on the mini-map over here. I don't see them now, so I don't know if they were engaged in the head-to-head. Okay, here's one. They are taking this level 3 Veloster. So I'm just going to pause, try and get in a head-to-head with them. They wind up running. I decide to try and chase them. And part of me is saying, don't do it. Fasting 444, you're going to run into the trees and lose this head-to-head. And I hit one tree. This is a level 4 mini buggy, which is why they didn't take it. And then I hit another tree, and that's the sign to call off the chase. Go back to the strategy of finding a mid-level drop, although part of me was thinking as well that, okay, I'm in at level 3. If I could get into 2 quick head-to-heads, I would be in a mid-level vehicle. Open up the map here, and you see how the arena wall touches southeast of what I call Tunnel Road. That tells me it will be Final Arena 9. So now, knowing that, I am going to drive around the perimeter. And the only head-to-head I actually trust myself with in this area, into the trees, into the water ways that's downstream from Cascade Falls, is there's a head-to-head on Tunnel Road that originates on the suspension bridge and then goes through all of the tunnels over towards what would that be? There's a dirt road that is just south of Atlantis de Tula. So having that information, I am going to just drive away from the progression of the game, and here we go. I found my mid-level drop. Maserati Levante. This is actually a great car. It has the fastest road speed of all of the level 5s, although one of my subscribers mentioned that for off-road the Focus RS is preferred. So let's just drive around the perimeter. I don't see anyone on the mini-map, and that is because if they are engaging in head-to-heads, they are going into the trees. Bit of a mental error there. I was thinking I would wait for the arena to shrink and maybe there would be a drop there, but that's outside of the future arena wall, so that's not going to work. So let's get over on the highway here. Oh, there's a drop over here at the end of the pyramid strip. Teotihuacan. What is this? I actually really thought about taking that Audi RS6 because it has a faster top speed, but then I am locking myself into having to beat a higher level vehicle. So let's just go take a peek at these two drops, and I will slow this down coming up. Watch this. A level 10 Mercedes AMG 1. Yes! Wow! This is great. So my plan is to try and win the final showdown with 0 head-to-heads. There are 21 drivers left, and I am going to start heading over towards Tunnel Road and use caution as I get towards the next arena. As I said, my plan is not to be in a single head-to-head. I'd like to have 0 head-to-heads and win the game. This great car that I found. Can't remember the last time I found a Mercedes AMG 1. It's been quite some time. There is a vehicle right ahead of me. I do not want to engage. Alright, they just engage in a head-to-head. So I will follow along this dirt road that is around the river. It's off to the right. And on the other side of the bridge that's ahead on the right, you can't cross the river unless you do the river jump from north to south. But I just want to get over towards Tunnel Road here. We'll take a peek at this drop along the way. Just the outside chance it's another Mercedes AMG 1. Oh wow, here's a vehicle on the mini-map. There's 2 vehicles on the mini-map. I don't want to engage in a head-to-head. I really don't want to. And they are coming towards me, so they may force my hand here. What are they in? If they come towards me, I will engage. And they see I am in a level 10. So they just stop there. I'm not going to go back and give them the advantage of having momentum. They look to be in an Audi RS6. And they back off. We're in a bit of a stalemate here. Looks like they're going over towards the field. Oh, there is a vehicle over here. It looks like they were trying to take the shortcut up on the bridge, but then they saw me and they took off. So I will just go inside of the arena wall. And that Audi RS6 is coming towards me. They are going to force me to engage in a head-to-head with them. I don't have much choice. So off we go. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the only head-to-head that I trust myself with in this area. You can see where the finish is there. And you can see why I said this is the only head-to-head that I trust myself with in this area. It stays pretty much on the road. And there's a dirt road that angles off to the left towards the finish. You can see the dirt road now, so I will just cut through a couple trees here. Over on the dirt road to this finish. The arena is going to shrink momentarily here, so I will just stay here around this intersection. And look at that, someone got into a level 10 Hoonigan RS200. You can see the final arena 9 more defined now, and I'll put 8, 9, and 10 overlay there. So So I will just slowly make my way over into the final arena, not leaving enough time for anyone to engage and complete a head-to-head. And right at this T-shaped intersection ahead, next to a shed, is what I like to park next to when I leave, and someone else has the same plan. So there are 3 Hoonigans in this final showdown with me, 2 Hoonigan Group A's and 1 Hoonigan RS200. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 9. The range of time to leave is 11 to 13 seconds. I will leave at 13 seconds. This Hoonigan Group A that was next to me is trying to time their exit. This Hoonigan RS200 appears to be just parked there. So they passed me. They timed their exit a half of a second in front of me. I'm fine with that. I found the elements of having a clean run and a good route are 2 more critical elements in winning the game. Over to this road, follow along this road, and then angle over towards the right side of the hill. It appears as though the finish may be on or very close to the highway, possibly just north of the highway. So I will go over the right edge of this hill here and try and go across it at a square angle. They were turning as they went across that hill, and you see what happened to them doing that. I lose all momentum when I landed, and they wind up catching me because they actually have a better off-road vehicle. The Hoonigan Group A is off-road beast, and I helped them catch me by running into all these guardrails. I don't know what I was thinking there. So I'll slow this down. Watch the line they take. They go across the highway and stay off-road. I know the highway is going to angle over towards this finish, so I will get on the highway and gain a lot of speed. I'll open up the map just before this finish and enlarge the map, showing just before the bridge I know to angle over towards this finish here for the win. What a great win in this Merc-AMG one that I found. Yes.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.